Hey, Movie Minions, Jason Emmett back with another one here on the Movie Mix. Hey, who out there is a fan of the Conjuring series? I really like the first two a lot, the third one not so much, but I'm excited for what they're saying might be the final film in the Conjuring storyline. The film is going to be directed by Michael Chavez, who filmed 2021's Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, as well as the spinoff, The Nun 2. Now, if you do not know, these films take we're going to call it factitious, look at the case files of Ed and Lorraine Warren, a pair of somewhat controversial paranormal investigators made famous by the Amityville Horror, amongst other things. In the films, they're portrayed by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. And these movies have spawned a few successful spin-offs, such as the aforementioned Nun and the Annabelle movies. The next movie is going to be written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, who wrote Parts 2 and Part 3 as well. Now, we have heard it will be titled Conjuring Last Rites. We don't know if that's true, but that's what we're hearing so far. James Wan, creator of the Conjuring universe, recently told Collider that he and his team, quote, take our time to make sure we get it right and to make sure the emotion of the Warren stories that we want to tell and moving into and potentially wrapping up, we just want to make sure that it's the right thing, the right story that we're telling. Now, that does sort of sound like they might be bringing at least this chapter of the films to an end. But it doesn't mean the Conjuring universe is going away. We've heard they're working on a series for Max that would continue the stories where the films leave off. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it could be cool. Now, if you will indulge me for like 20 seconds, I would like to ask you guys to check out our sponsor. BustedTees.com. Head over there, find all your geeky, inspired t-shirts, stickers, hats, and more. They're a really cool site, awesome shirts. BustedTees.com. At checkout, put in my code, Jason25945. You're going to get a 20% discount, so go over, check it out. Again, Jason25945 at BustedTees.com. As for the plot of this next film, we don't know yet. It has been speculated and probably will take place in the 80s, and some are suggesting it will be either based around the Snedeker family, which The Haunting in Connecticut was also based on. That movie was back in 2009, or it could be the Smurl family haunting. That one really makes sense in the timeline. There was a novel and a 1991 made-for-TV movie called The Haunted. I remember watching that one back in 91, and there was this one scene that freaked the hell out of me, so I would love to see a retelling of the Smurl family personally. Now, the Conjurverse, as it has been dubbed, has been extremely successful for Warner Brothers, so I won't be surprised if they don't try and move forward with like a new character. Maybe the Warren's nephew, John Zaffis, who has gone on to be a famous paranormal investigator in his own right. He's written a book, Demon Haunted, that talks about his stories. He has his own paranormal museum. And there's even a creepy ventriloquist dummy that might make an interesting counterpart to Annabelle. Anyway, The Conjuring 4 is set for a September 5th, 2025 release, and we will, of course, keep you updated as we learn more. So do you guys like the Conjuring movies? And if so, what case do you hope to see in the fourth installment? You can drop your thoughts in the comments while you're down there. You know, hitting like and share and clicking the subscribe button, which I'm sure you were all about to do anyway, right? Anyway, thanks again for joining us here, and until next time, my fellow movie minions, try and find 1991's The Haunted. I think there's like a special edition on YouTube if you can find it there. Watch that, and, stay awesome.